due to technical difficulties, I'm not going to be able to have the video that I wanted to make. So I decided, since I was going to change this anyways change the mount on my helmet, or put one back here, and maybe try one in a different location, thought I would film the whole process that I do of putting a GoPro mount on my helmet. So first, gotta pick out first you have to pick out what mount you want to use. And for me, on this section here, right here, I'm gonna use the flat straight mount. Make sure it's gonna fit. I know it's gonna fit because I just took this one off a few days ago to try a different spot. But I didn't like that one, so I took that one off. It was on the opposite side. I took that one off already. So, place it how I want it. Yep, that's gonna work now. With this particular HJC helmet modular, from the factory, they had come with this little side cover you can take off for, I believe it's fits a chatterbox. So I'll just pop this cover off and show you. Oh heck, we'll use the cover. Just pop this little cover off. This little cover basically fits this whole thing. This little cover that goes right on here goes right there. I don't know how well you can see that, but there's a little open spot. So this fits in here like that, but with this pretty much takes up this whole area. I mean, with this little cover you can see only how much actually sticks to the helmet. So in this case, I have a little screw that I fabbed up that I just drilled a hole in the side of this cover here, and it fits into here. Fits in. I had to enlarge that hole. Had to enlarge that hole just slightly. So just puts it in. You gotta put the straight mount I'm going to use, and you can see how much of this little cover. See how much of this actual little cover takes up by here. So to remedy that so it doesn't come off, because you can only see the very edges would actually stick to the helmet. The very edges are the only thing that stick to the helmet. So in this case, I drilled a hole in it. And I just gotta, before I make the actual sticky part, I'll just put the screw in, press it there so I can take a knife and kind of route that out a little bit. It's got to be in the helmet, in the hole. And corresponds right there in the helmet. So I just put the screw in. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. Put the piece back in how it goes. Yeah, 2 tabs gotta go that way. So you just pop that back into place. I put my bolt in here. At the very end of the bolt with the earpiece in. And I'll just put the nut on that bolt. Okay, there's the nut. So I just put the nut on, hold it with my finger right here. There's the bolt right there. And the bolt is just to hold this little side cover on. So then I just twist it all the way up. It's about an inch bolt, probably longer than it needs to be, but for this project I wasn't going to go buy a 50-cent bolt, and I knew I could just find one in my toolbox. I just crank it all the way down with my fingers. And then just grab a multi-plus, just grab my little Leatherman. Give the bolt a few turns. I don't want it to press down too much on the cover. And the little pins, the clips on each side that hold the cover in could come loose. So just give it another turn. That's all. Just doesn't have to be super snug. Just put it so it kind of starts to indent the cover just a little. Now I'll take this, my straight mount I want to use. Kind of get it lined up where I want it. And just give it a good press. What that does, I don't know if you can tell, but it marks right where that bolt's gonna be. So, now I'll take my knife. And just kind of dig that out a little bit. Kind of dig it out. After getting that all ready to go, once again I take some standard rubbing alcohol. Get some on a cotton ball and I just wipe the whole area. Wipe the whole, even more than I know the sticky mount's gonna go to. I take another dry one. And I just wiped out down the whole thing again. Take a wipe down the whole thing. Now this is what next step is something I do. I'm not saying it's the best way to do it. It's just I had watched the guy when I was trying to figure out the best way to do this. This is how he did it. I just take a hair dryer. See, it's about 98 degrees. I don't know if this step really makes a difference. Then you just kind of feel around till you get, and then I just press it against my hand against it. A couple seconds usually, and there you go. It's not perfectly straight, but you can always tweak that when you put your. I didn't want to get too far up against this ridge, so it just barely makes contact with that. So this part just barely makes contact with it, and that's how I want it. So when it's down, it just touches it, but it doesn't put any force. If you have it straight running with the bottom of your helmet, then this part up here is gonna, upper part of the mount's gonna rub on your helmet, and then over time with your opening and closing, it's gonna force it down. And it could fall off, and yep, right about 98 degrees. Now, like I said, I don't know if this heating it up really does anything to it, but to me, I like it, and I've never had a problem. So I'll just put it on, and then I just press it in for a couple seconds. There you go. And there, one on each side of the helmet. Using both of the GoPro mounts. Oh, okay, now we're going to move on to the wiring the mic part into the helmet. So on this helmet I want the mic on the left side. I've already taken the left side cheek pad out. Here we'll just tuck that in there like that. I've kind of somewhat already have done this, but these mics come 3 to a pack. They're like these mics, they come 3 to a pack. They're like $6 for 3 of them off Amazon. Usually I get a set of 2 of them. They'll come 6 mics. Last year I think I only just used 3 of them. One in this helmet, one in my other one, and then one's on my desk. But this is one I just took out of this helmet. I know it's missing the dead cat. It fell off when I was taking it out of this helmet to clean it, and can't find it. So I have other ones, I'll throw it on after the video's over. Got some electrical tape in there because out of this helmet, this is my backup snowmobile helmet, so I do take the microphone and stuff out for over the winter. So if I do use it, I'm not dealing with this cable with the microphone taped to my helmet. So in here, it comes with this little twist tie in a little bag. I normally just take the twist tie out. Usually it comes a little neater than this. This is just how I've done it. So, I mean, it's, I don't know, 3 feet of cord from start to finish. From tip to tip, I'd say it's about 3 feet of cord. So I just kind of lay the part that's going to go inside your helmet in there. And I leave, I don't know, probably that much of it hanging out the back. Kind of go to your microphone, or to go to your GoPro adapter and into the GoPro. They're usually about a foot or so hanging out. So then in the middle, I just take this middle up, kind of gather it up as neatly as I can. Twist tie that comes with the mic after you take it out of their packaging. Tie it back up, wrap it back around itself, and I just stick it inside the helmet. Stick it in where the ear hole is. A nice little spot that it sticks in. And then I just use standard black electrical tape. Rip it off, just kind of put one piece. I could probably use about half of this. Stick one little piece right where it comes out of the cheek pad. Stick one inside underneath the cheek pad to kind of hold it. Then I take another little piece. Put it inside the cheek pad. But there's the microphone right there. Doesn't have the dead cat on it, but I can easily put one of those back on it. Probably just laying in my toolbox. So there you go. Here's how I mock up in my HJC modular helmet for motovlogging. Oh, and another little thing. I don't know if it actually makes any difference, but I do not put anything on these for at least 24 to 48 hours. I'll just leave these sit here. I won't mock up my camera or anything on here. I'll just let them sit. If I have a little, and that's about how high it usually would sit. But original video I wanted to make. Things just didn't work out this weekend filming. But hopefully next week we'll be back out and back to the normal videos. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.